Hello. Please turn to page 155. Unit 8, I'll take the train, thanks. Focus on the topic. A. Predict. Look at the map. It shows the route that a group of travellers, called the climate train, took in 1997 to go from London, England to Kyoto, Japan. Answer questions 1 to 3. Page 157. C. Background and vocabulary. Most scientists all over the world agree that one of the biggest problems in the world right now is climate change. All the pollution is making the world's climate warmer. This is called global warming. The only way to stop or slow down global warming is to make less pollution. People all over the world are changing their lives to make less pollution. A reporter asked people from all over the world the following question. Read their answers. Lots of people are changing their lives to slow down global warming. What's your reaction to that? Now write the words next to their definitions. Page 159. A. Reading 1. The climate train. Every year since 1996, scientists and governments from all over the world go to a conference, a large meeting, to talk about pollution. At the Kyoto conference, they wrote a plan for lowering the amount of pollution around the world. This plan is called the Kyoto Protocol. This important plan is still used today for helping countries around the world slow down global warming. The article on page 160 is about a group of scientists who went to this important conference in Japan. Page 160. What do you expect to find in this article? Check the things you think you will find. Now read the whole article. Were your guesses correct? Page 161. Read for main ideas. Read the questions. Circle the best answer for each question 1 to 4. Page 162. Read for details. These statements are false. Correct them. Change a word or phrase in each statement to make it true. Now complete questions 1 to 10. Page 162. Make inferences. Read each statement. Check with a tick true or false. Look at the paragraphs indicated in parenthesis to help you. Now answer questions 1 to 7. Page 163. Express opinions. Read the quote and answer the questions 1 and 2. Page 163. B. Reading 2. On the Road with John Madden. Read the magazine article about a well-known figure in the world of American football who travels a lot. Now answer the questions. New vocabulary. A coach. Coach. Someone who trains a person or a team in a sport. The Football Hall of Fame. The Football Hall of Fame is a museum about a special and important people in American football. American football is completely different from English soccer. A commentator is someone on television or radio or the internet who describes an event as it happens. A commentator of a football match, a commentator of the Olympics. Page 164. C. Integrate readings 1 and 2. Step 1. Organize. The climate train travellers and John Madden both prefer not to travel by plane. When they choose a different way to travel, what is the most important thing to them? Fill in the lists. You can use some items from the box. You don't need to include all of them. Page 165. Step 2. Synthesize. Imagine you are a journalist. Your boss asks you to write a story about alternatives to flying. Alternatives. Things you can choose to do or use instead of something else. To help you write this article, he suggests you join one of the following. 1. The climate train group as they travel to the next climate conference. 2. Join John Madden as he travels around the country during football season. Complete the following email to your boss, explaining who you would like to go with and why. Explain also why you don't want to join the other trip. Use the information from the lists in step 1 to provide your reasons. Page 170. B. Grammar. Superlative form of adjectives. Exercise 1. Read the excerpt from reading 2. Notice the bold-faced words. Now, answer questions 1 and 2. Which way of travelling around the country does John Madden think is better? By train or by motorhome? 2. How do you know? Page 171. Exercise 2. Read the chart comparing ways to travel between London and Bristol, England. Then complete each sentence 1 to 7 with the superlative form of the adjective in parenthesis. It is very important to understand and learn the superlative form adjectives, so please study page 170 in detail. Page 172. Exercise 3. Read the paragraph. Correct the 5 errors in the superlative form. Page 172. C. Writing. In this unit, you read about a scientist who convinced 35 other scientists to travel to Kyoto with him by train, ferry, and bicycle. Now imagine that you and some co-workers are planning a trip to go to a 2-day conference together. You are going to write an email to your co-workers explaining the best way to travel to that conference and why. To convince your co-workers, you will list the advantages of your choice and the disadvantages of the other choices. Then you will add 1 or 2 disadvantages of your choice, explaining that they are not big problems. Use the vocabulary and grammar from the unit. Page 173. Prepare to write. Charting. Exercise 1. Making a chart of your ideas can be helpful when you have to write a lot of information. Read the chart comparing the ways to travel from San Francisco to Los Angeles, about 400 miles or 650 kilometers. Notice how the information is organized. Page 173, Exercise 2. Imagine your conference is in a city 200 to 600 miles or 600 to 900 kilometers away from where you live. Choose the city where you will go and think of 2 or 3 ways to make the trip. Make a chart showing the advantages and disadvantages of these ways to travel. You might want to think about the following: cost, comfort, pollution, time, and convenience. Page 173, Exercise 3. Look at your chart. Choose the best way to go on the trip. Page 174. Write a persuasive email. Exercise 1. To persuade or convince people that your choice is the best choice, you have to explain the advantages of your choice and the disadvantages of the other choices. It is also important to talk about 1 or 2 disadvantages of your choice. This helps to convince your reader that you did your research and made a good decision. Read the email and follow the instructions below. Page 175, Exercise 2. A manager in London is working on an email to his co-workers about the travel choices to a conference in Bristol. Use the information in the London to Bristol chart, see page 171, to help him complete the email. Notice how both Carmen, see page 174, and Ian explain the disadvantages of their choice. They follow the explanation with a description of how this disadvantage does not really cause much of a problem. Page 176, Exercise 3. Look at the chart you made in Prepare to Write, page 173. 1. Circle the information you think will help show the advantages of your choice of transportation. Give no more than 2 reasons for making your choice. Think about what is important to you when you travel and follow the instructions below. Page 176, Exercise 4. Now write the first draft of your email to your co-workers. Use the information from your chart. Page 176. Revise. Connecting ideas with and but. Exercise 1. Good writers use different kinds of sentences. One way to make your sentences different is to use the sentence connectors and but. Combine the sentences with the correct connector, word, and or but. Add the correct punctuation. Page 177, Exercise 2. Read the excerpt from a letter. The writer could use more of the connectors and but. Insert and but, and the correct punctuation and capitalization. Not all sentences need to be connected. Page 177, Exercise 3. Now go back to the first draft of your email. Identify places where you can connect sentences with and but. Rewrite your email with these additions. Make sure you are using the correct punctuation and capitalization. Page 178. Edit, writing the final draft. Write the final draft of your email. Carefully edit it for grammatical and mechanical errors, such as spelling, capitalization and punctuation. Make sure you use some of the vocabulary and grammar from the unit. Use the checklist to help you write your final draft. Then neatly write or type your email. Well done. You have now finished Unit 8. Please take your book to your teacher for marking.